I'm Annie from the ADHD Minimalist. This is my daughter, and today we are going to show you how to bake pumpkin pie. We're going to do one with sugar and one without sugar, as well as what kind of substitutes to make if you don't live in the United States and can't get, for instance, pumpkin in a can or evaporated milk. We have lots of ADHD in our family, and sometimes it's good to cut down on sugar around the holidays, so hopefully this will be a really great sugar-free option. We've never tried it before, so we'll show you how it turns out later. Bye.
I want to put some stuff in the bowl.
We are going to make a pumpkin pie, and we already made the crust and patted it in the pan. The pumpkin that we baked earlier and scraped off the pumpkin here. And we have to measure it out and add all the ingredients. And if you're making a pumpkin pie with a pumpkin that you've made from scratch, it's a little bit different than making a pumpkin pie if you have a can. So I've changed some of the ingredients a little bit on the recipe my mom gave me. Explain the substitutes here as we go.
I need sugar to a pumpkin pie.
Yeah, does the pumpkin taste good without sugar?
Yes.
You thought it tasted good even though it didn't have any sugar when you tasted it? Oh, okay, well.
Need so much salt.
I have, this is a cup and it tells you that it's 8 ounces and it breaks up how many ounces are in half a cup and a fourth a cup. So this is a really great thing to have if you're in a country where they don't do ounces. So we need to have 16 ounces of pumpkin. 16 ounces of pumpkin. Dump it in there. So I decided I put all the spices here in small bowls. Oh, it's not coming out. Here, try this one. And we got out all the ingredients here. We decided to make 2 different pumpkin pies. One pie with sugar and one without sugar. And then we're going to try them and see which one is best. In our family, we have several family members that have ADHD, and it's better to eat less sugar. So we're going to try, we've never tried this before, to make a sugar-free pumpkin pie.
And then, this is done and put it in the oven. On the clock is 5 or 2, 6. Or Friday 8 in the oven.
We're going to get it in the oven soon so we can eat it later. It sounds yummy, doesn't it? I usually measure out the pumpkin and put it in bags and freeze it. And then I'll just do 2 cups so you have about the same as what you would have in a can. Now we're going to put in our spices. And I always like a little more spice, so I double the cinnamon. So do you have the cinnamon one? That's not the cinnamon one. Hold on. There's the cinnamon one. Can you show that? I double the cinnamon, so it called for 1 teaspoon, and I put in 2. Here's the ginger. I just made it a heaping ½ teaspoon of ginger. So you can put that in now. Go ahead and dump it in. And then the last little bowl here, this is the cloves. And I usually just do what the recipe calls for on cloves, because if you get too much cloves, it's gross. Let's see here. Then we need the salt. Yep, you got the salt. We're going to put in the salt that it calls for. It calls for ½ teaspoon. Here, now you can dump that in. And then I'm going to do half of one of these. Let's see what's left on our list here. 1 cup of sugar in yours. And then in mine, we decided to do, for the sugar-free one, we're going to do honey, and this is syrup from dates. So we just decided to do the most natural ingredients we could find.
This big. Okay, this big.
Okay. You can get 1 full thing of sugar, 1 full cup, and dump it in your honey.
It's not working.
Okay, well you do that. I'm going to scoop, this is about ½ cup of honey. Scoop this into my pie.
And we scoop in this much sugar. That's much.
Okay, we're gonna, here's the syrup, date syrup. It's gonna be definitely interesting to see how this turns out. Whoa, the lid is flying.
The That is going to be purple.
Might be a darker color, you're right. Just gonna talk really quick about some substitutes that I make. Usually in the United States, you use evaporated milk in your pie. You can't get that in Sweden, and if you can, it's really expensive. So we usually just use regular cream instead. Then if you can't find canned pumpkin and you use your own baked pumpkin, then you're gonna need to add a tablespoon of flour to your pumpkin pie mix because it'll be a little bit runnier than the can. Then you need to double your sugar. Most recipes call for a half a cup of sugar, and I double that and have a whole cup because evaporated milk is sweet. So if you don't add more sugar, your pie won't taste very good. And then I usually add extra cinnamon, like I said before. So that's the substitutes that we use because we can't get a hold of all the American ingredients.
You're gonna put in eggs.
Oh yeah, you're right. We're gonna put in eggs soon. First, you can put in your tablespoon of flour in there. In yours, I'm gonna put one in mine. Okay, can I have that?
That was too much.
You think that was too much?
I'm gonna take this and crack it.
You can go ahead and crack it in there in one of the spice bowls. Here.
Can't leave it not in the coconut.
I think we're going to go ahead and mix. We're going to mix a little bit here, and then we're going to add the cream.
Use marker, and mine is brown. Use.
It's mine darker. We show everybody. Let's see. So, look, this one's really dark, the one with the date syrup, and that one's looks more like a regular pumpkin pie. This will be interesting. Let's see what these look like later when they're baked. All right, let's add our last ingredient, cream. You can whip the cream before you put it in the pie if you want. I've done it both ways, but I don't find that it makes a big difference.
Sweet.
Did you put your eggs in? Oh, you forgot your eggs too. Let's put the eggs in there. And we're gonna put in 12 ounces of milk.
That is not milk. That is not milk, Mom.
Oh, you're right. You know what? I said the wrong thing. We're putting in 12 ounces of cream. All right, and we're gonna fill this all the way up to the line way at the top. A little bit more. There you go. Dump that in. Okay, we're gonna mix this up now. We don't have the best whips in the world, I don't think. You usually would probably use the handheld mixer for this, but mine wasn't working, so I'm gonna do this by hand.
Mine then.
Yours is, you're doing better than I am, but I think you have the better whip. You know.
Look, I'm done now.
You're done now. Good job.
This is really good. This is sweet.
Is it sweet?
I want to taste it.
Oh, here, use this. It might be more pie filling than we have in our pie crust for.
That is, it tastes chocolate.
The dark one tastes like chocolate. Did you just, Mommy, try it? Well, they do have two slightly different tastes, although they both taste like pumpkin pie. You know what? We're going to get out our pie crusts. Ooh, they're still pretty hot. What happened to all of them?
And then I was done, we said, they were going to be really, really beautiful.
Are the pies going to be beautiful? Oh, yeah, was a really pretty pumpkin pie plate. And it's hot, so don't hurt yourself. It's been in the oven, and then I've cooled it off a little bit.
And then so put it in the crust.
What's a smelty, honey?
Smelty, this is like this smelty.
It's kind of like a smoothie. It's runny, you mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see here. I might need to help you. Do you think you can pour that carefully? Oh, here you go. A little more. I think you can pour all of it, actually. That was a pretty big pie crust. And we're pouring the sugar-free one. Well, actually, these pie crusts were pretty big, so this recipe was about right. So we're going to put these in the oven, 350 Fahrenheit, which would be 175 degrees Celsius. Okay, we're going to put these in and bake. It says for 35 to 40 minutes, but I find that sometimes you need to bake them a little bit longer, and then they need to sit on the counter for maybe half an hour. I'm going to go ahead and put this in now, and you can wish us luck. How does the pumpkin pie taste? Dark one first, with the date syrup in it. Is that one yummy? Oh, okay. That was a really big bite. My goodness. You gonna try the other kind? Which kind is best?
Both!
Both are the best. We're having a pumpkin pie taste test. You want to taste test some pumpkin pies? 2 different kinds, and I'm not going to tell you which one is what. Then you can tell me which one you like better. You tell me what you think of the pie. Pie is disappearing here. Hold on, there we go.
Your one was best.
You like that one best? Hi, here I am with bedhead and no makeup on, but I just wanted to finish this video. After we made the 2 pumpkin pies, the one with sugar and the other with honey and date syrup, I had all 3 of my kids and my husband try the 2 different pies. My youngest daughter said that she liked both the same. Then my middle daughter said she liked the one with the sugar best. But the next day she was eating the one with the dates syrup and the honey, and she seemed to eat that just fine, so apparently it wasn't a big difference. And then my son, who's 13, which I thought he would reject the pie with the honey and the date syrup, he liked both and ate both. And my husband and I both ate both pies and didn't notice that much of a difference. So both pies turned out really well, and I apparently managed to pull the wool over my son's eyes, and he ate the pie without the sugar. So that was a great result. So good luck with your own sugar-free pies. If you want, you can check out my blog, The ADHD Minimalist. More recipes for families that need to make substitutes, possibly because you're living outside of America, or because you need to make sugar-free things or other special foods for your special need kids.
And also, I want to bake pumpkin pie. You need all this stuff.
We need all this stuff. You're gonna show them. Goodness, there wasn't a lot of stuff left here, I don't think.
But this is taking really long. I can be tired of this.
Oh, we make a really long movie and it took a long time to bake. Are you tired?
No.
No?
Man can bli tired if man is tired.
You can get extra tired because you are tired?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.